Hey guys, Peyton Snake here again. Hope you guys can hear me because the air conditioner's on right now. But in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys my top 25 favorite 2000 horror films. Like, horror films that came out from 2000 to 2009. So, my top 25. First one is Hollow Man. Now, if you guys seen the movie, you probably, I don't know, you probably won't think it's horror, but it's sci-fi horror. So, I guess you could say it's a horror film. I mean, but this movie's basically about this guy who's been trying to find this experiment on how to make animals visible again, and because he's a scientist, and at the science lab, there's like some animals that are invisible, and he's trying to find the antidote. 11 months later, he's found the antidote, and so he tries it on. I think he tries it on the animals, and it works. He tries it on the gorilla, and it works. Then he's like, maybe I should make myself invisible, because I guess he wanted to know what it'd be like to be invisible, and he's invisible. But what he doesn't know is he just turned himself into this, like, horrible, horrible killer. And he's going out killing people, and scientists has to do everything to stop him from killing people. Alright, next one is Killjoy. There is 4 movies of Killjoy. The first 2 are good. The third one, I don't really care about, but I'm still liking that one better than what I used to. The fourth one I never seen, and I don't know if that's any good. The fourth one's supposed to be called Killjoy Goes to Hell, but it's very good. The first one, it's about this kid named, I forgot what the kid's name is. I think his name's Michael. He gets picked on by a lot, and he asks this girl out if he can go on a date, or if she can go on a date with him, and she says, I don't think it's a good idea because her boyfriend doesn't like him, and he's supposed to be a hooligan, so he gets busted, and he gets beaten to shit out of all these gangsters, and he starts. Then one night he starts doing this voodoo thing, by making this clown doll come to life named Killjoy. And one of the gangsters comes to the door. They're like, "Hey, yo, bro, I'm sorry. How about you come down here? Maybe we can straighten this shit out." So they take him, and they sort of kidnap him, and they take him to the woods, and I think the leader points a gun at him. He's like, "How many times have I told you to stay away from my bitch?" And shoots him, but the gun goes click. And he's saying, "Get your punk ass up. I'm just joking with you." But when he fired the second time, there was a bullet in there, and he died. I mean, that part, when I watched that part, it just reminds me of I Know What You Did Last Summer. You know, when the group of friends run over that one guy and they dump him in the lake, and they say, "Don't tell anyone." A year later, someone knows what they did last summer. But yeah, so they keep this a secret, and then a year later, there's this crazy clown with an ice cream truck killing all these gangsters named Killjoy. And I mean, it's comedy but horror at the same time, and I mean, it's comedic, and I like how it's very, very comedic. I really do. The second one had to do with these teenagers who were in the detention center, and the cops had them outside. I forgot why. I think they were looking for something. I don't know, but I remember liking it. The third one, it was like the Hunger Games, but different. And the fourth one I never seen, so like I said, I do not know if that's any good. But and that was directed by what's his name, Charles Band, which I like him. I like his movies. He always directs all these killer doll films, and they're really good. I mean, they are. He directed Puppet Master, Dolls. He did all kinds of stuff. I can't remember exactly what he did, but he did some good stuff. Alright, next one is Jeepers Creepers. Of course, you gotta have that, which, you know, it's about the creeper killing people every 23rd year in spring. And they are making a new one soon, a part 3. I think it's in 2016 that they're making that. I don't know, but I want to check that out for them. Alright, next one, number 4, is Cabin Fever. Yeah, I love that. Remember when I watched the second one, when I got that at Dover Mall, and I heard when the new one came out, part 3, I realized I had to watch part 1 again, because I really wanted to know what happened in that, because I couldn't really exactly remember what happened. I remember watching a scene on the first Cabin Fever, like, when I was little, and I remember liking the scene. I always kept watching it. I couldn't remember what it was, and I think I know what it was now. The scene when the dog, when that dog is, kills that one girl and eats her dead body, because of her disease. I think that was the scene I liked as a kid. I'm not sure, but I think that's what it was. But I do want to get the first Cabin Fever on Blu-ray, because it's the unrated director's cut. If you want the unrated director's cut of the first Cabin Fever, you have to get the Blu-ray. They don't have it on DVD. But yeah, I'm still working on trying to get that. I don't know when I'm gonna get it, or well, I know I will get it one day. I don't know when exactly. But the first one, I actually like the first one better than the second one. I mean, yeah, because, like, the first one, it basically has to do with these group of friends who just got school out, and they go to this cabin on a vacation, and there's this guy in the woods who has this bad disease, and he goes to the cabin door. He says, I need help, get me to the hospital. Tries to steal the group of friends' truck, and they kill the guy. His body goes into the lake, and now he's got his disease all over in the water, and the water is going up the pipes and going to the sink where you drink water out of. And now all these kids have diseases. Yeah, the second one took place in a high school, so I really don't know why you would call it Cabin Fever 2 if it didn't take place in a cabin at all. It should have called it High School Fever, or something like that. I don't know, but I guess they probably just wanted to call it Cabin Fever 2 instead, so that we didn't get confused. But yeah, and part 3, which is supposed to be the prequel, I didn't really enjoy it. I mean, I saw a Cool Duder in Wet Movie One's video on the review of part 3. They said they like it. They said you should give it another try if you didn't like it. And I might give it a try when I get it. Another try. Because maybe I might like it. I don't know. But when I read the encyclopedia, they said it said that they were going to make a part 4, and part 4 would have taken place on a boat. So, on a pirate ship boat. But now that's canceled. I don't know what the fuck happened. But now it's saying after part 3, now they want to do a remake. So I don't know what's going on. Alright, next one is Dark Water. Very good. I think that's supposed to be a remake to a Japanese film. I can't remember exactly what that one was about, but well, I kind of know what it's about, but I can't remember what happened. It's been like 4 years since I've seen that. All right, next one is The Ring. Love that. That's also a remake to a Japanese film as well, which you know that movie. Basically about if you watch this tape, you get a call saying you'll die in 7 days. Yeah, you get the point. They're making a part 3 of that. So our next one is Joyride. That's my new favorite movie now. Alright, the first Joyride is very good. I love that. It's basically about this guy. I think he bought it. I think he bought a new car. I can't remember. It's been like two or 3 months since I've seen it. But yeah, alright. I guess he gets a new car, and his brother, which is played by Steve Zahn, he just got released from prison, and the car. I think the car. I don't know if they put it in or if it came with it, but there was a CP radio, you know, the ones for truck drivers, and they decided to do a prank on this one truck driver named Rusty Nail. The guy was like, "Hey, Rusty Nail, this is Candy Cane. You want me? I know you do." And that's what he does. They do. They just do pranks. So they go to this hotel, to rent a hotel, and there's this guy who's being ignorant to Steve Zong's character, and Steve Zong's character said, "Hey, why don't we do revenge? Like, getting Rusty Nail to go to where that guy lives. Like, you get the point. Like telling Rusty Nail, you want to meet me tonight at the apartment wherever that guy lived." And then when they find out that Rusty Nail came to that apartment, they hear some weird things. They think he's been murdered, and he has. So now Rusty Nail's getting even. He's pissed. He's getting revenge on them for playing the joke on them. Part 2, I did not really care about. Part 3, I don't know. I mean, I guess, like, out of 5 stars, I'll give it a 3. 3.5. Not 5, not 4, but probably like 3.5. I mean, because it was okay. I mean, it wasn't the best. I mean, the first one was the best. Second one, it was terrible. Third one, like I said, I don't know what to think about it. So, alright, next one is Final Destination. Love that one now. I love them films. The first one's very good. Which the first one, I've seen them all except for the second one, and the second one's the only one I need to get. So I can't review about the second one because I've never seen it. So, but the first one has to do with these college kids going on a graduation vacation or field trip, and this boy on an airplane, he has a vision about people dying, and he freaks out, and he gets this panic attack saying we're all going to die in this order, and people are starting to die in the order they die from. Part 3 was very, very good. I like the special feature that you get on there, the choose their fate version, when you choose the deaths. Which that one took place on the roller coaster. Part 4, the Final Destination, which that took place at the NASCAR, or not, at a Grand Prix. Part 5. That one took place where these college kids are going on the bus, and the kid has these visions. Yeah. They're making a part 6, and I can't wait to see that. Alright, next one is Wrong Turn. Love that movie. You know, the ones about those cannibals who are living in the woods, killing people, eating their bodies. Um, part Part 2 was okay. Part 3 was okay. Part 4 and 5 was okay. And which Part 4 and 5 are prequels. So, I mean, I didn't know Part 4 was a prequel at first. I mean, until when I watched the first few minutes of it, because I thought, all right, maybe this was a prequel because in the beginning it took place where the cannibals were in a mental institution. They escaped, and I think it said the year 1983. And then it said 20 years later, 2003. And then when it said 2003, that made me think, all right, this is a prequel because that's when the first Wrong Turn came out in 2003. So, and I was right, it is a prequel. Part 5, I did not know that was a prequel at all. So I should have known because I had the same cannibals that was on Part 4. Because like in the first one, they had like 5 cannibals on there. I think I think they had more than 3 because there was only 3 cannibals in Part 4 and 5. But yeah, they are making a Part 6, so yeah, I guess I could try that. Alright. Next one, number 10, is Saw. Of course, you have to like the Saw films. I don't really like all of them. Part 1, I love. That Part 1 was very good. Most people don't like the sequels. I only like one sequel. The only sequel I cared for was Part 2. So, Part 1 and 2 is the ones I did care about. Did not really care for the rest. I mean, them goddamn Saw films. I mean, the first one just gets good, but then you don't want a sequel to any of the Saws. Well, I mean, Part 1 and 2, that's, like I said, that's the only ones I really cared about. I think that's all they should have stick with, is Part 1 and 2. And, but yeah, they're thinking about, hold on, something popped up. Yeah, but they're thinking about doing a Part 8 or a remake. I mean, I love remakes, yes. Call me an idiot if you want to, because I said that. But for the Saw films, I would appreciate if you probably do a sequel. I mean, even though I don't like them Saw sequels, and I know that Part 8 is going to be worse. I would just appreciate if you just do a Saw sequel, because I don't know if there's no way you could do a remake to any of the to the first Saw, to be honest. But I mean, but the ones from the creators of Saw, the ones I do like better is The Collector, which is one of my top 25 favorite. But we're not on that yet. So, but I'll talk about that a little bit later on, after in the middle of this video. So, next one is The Toolbox Murders. Very great one. It's the remake. The original, I think it was made in the 70s, but this one was made in 2004. Next one is Doll Graveyard. Another one of Charles Band's films, which is what I talked about when I reviewed about Killjoy, which is about this group of girls who they're having this party at this at the house while her dad's not there, and there's this boy named Guy who collects dolls, and he finds one of these dolls that were underground, and they start coming to life. They're killing all these people that's at this party. I really don't want to spoil it, but it was really, really good. I actually did like it. They are thinking about doing a sequel, though. Next one is The Gingerdead Man. I never seen the first one, so I really don't know if that's any good. The second one was okay. The third one was okay. I mean, it acted very comedic, but it was okay. And The Gingerdead Man versus the Evil Bong. Never seen it, and I do not know if it's any good. So yeah. But the next one I got is House. Oh, and Ginger Dead Man. By the way, that was also directed by Charles Band himself. All right. So anyway, the next one I have on here is House of Wax. Which is, you know, the one with those killers owning that the wax museum, and they kill people and they turn them into wax. Number 15 is Snakes on a Plane. Very love it. I really do. There was a sequel, which is called Snakes on a Train, which they made that 3 days later after Snakes on a Plane came out. But the Snakes on a Train, I've never seen it. I do not know if it's any good. I don't think anyone's seen it, so. And I do not think Samuel Jackson's in that one. Well, Samuel Jackson was on Snakes on a Plane, but I do not know if he's on Snakes on a Train. But, yeah, Snakes on a Plane was really good. And the next one is When a Stranger Calls. It's a remake to the 1979 film. I never seen the originals, but yeah, they have When a Stranger Calls and When a Stranger Calls Back. Those are the originals. And the remake was good, about this girl named Jill who is babysitting these two kids. I think it was a rich couple, just she's babysitting, and she keeps getting this call on the phone from the stranger who is stalking her and just like telling her this stupid shit that she don't want to hear. But they were gonna do a sequel to the remake, then they canceled it. I do not know why. Whoever canceled it and whoever's the director of this, I got something to say to you. Don't cancel it. Just do it. Continue with it. I mean, it probably would have been great. I mean, in fact, it probably would have been better than the first one. I mean, come on, just think about doing it, man. Just please, and put it in theaters, because I would see it. I would put it on my list, and I would watch the damn thing probably over and over and over again. But next one is Paranormal Activity. The first one, very good. Paranormal Activity 2 was okay. Paranormal Activity 3 was okay. That's supposed to be a prequel. Paranormal Activity 4 was good. I do want to get that on Blu-ray because the Blu-ray you get the 31 minutes of deleted scenes, but you won't get it on DVD. I mean, the DVD copy, at least you will get the unrated version. And yeah, you'll get the unrated version on the Blu-ray as well, but the DVD just doesn't have the 31 minutes of deleted scenes, and that's what I want, because some of the scenes on there were good. And Paranormal Activity, the marked ones, I love that better than Paranormal Activity 4. And good thing I got Paranormal Activity, the marked ones on Blu-ray, because the DVD of Paranormal Activity, the marked ones, it doesn't have the unrated version. It has the theatrical, but that's it. And you don't get special features or nothing. You don't get shit. So, but they are doing Part 5, which technically I know most of you guys will probably be thinking that Paranormal Activity, the marked ones, is Part 5, but it's not. It's supposed to be found footage, and Paranormal Activity, the marked ones, it's not like the other ones, when it's like, when they have like the cameras installed in the house, and it's like night 1, night 2, night 3, night 4. When it's doing that recording, people sleeping at night and the weird things are happening. It's not like that. But yeah, Paranormal Activity Mark 1 is supposed to be a found footage. I believe I heard someone say that it was supposed to be a found footage to Part 3. So yeah. All right, now the next one. This is the one that I talked about when I reviewed Saw, The Collector. Very good. I love that. I mean, it's better than the Saw films. I mean, it's basically about this guy named Arkin who I think he's fixing some at this rich couple's house, and his wife or his girlfriend are having money problems, and she say you need to get this money by I think by 12, and so he has to go back to that rich people's house and steal the money, and because he thinks they're gone, because they said something about they're going on a vacation, and while he's in the middle of trying to steal the money, he hears someone down the basement, or he's hearing things, and it turns out there's this guy in a Mexican wrestling mask who has a hideout, and he's always setting these traps. I'm not going to review the traps if you've never seen the movie, but it's very good. And he's trying to do everything he can to get the hell out of the house and survive. Air conditioners on again. Hope you guys can hear me, like I said. But 3 years later, they did make a sequel called The Collection. I do love the music. I do love that music in the credits, though, because that shit was very good. Which that takes place where the collector is living at, and yeah, it's really supposed to be a continuing to the collector. Now I heard that they're thinking about doing another collector movie, which is called, they said if they are, then it's going to be called The Collected. So next one I have is Paranormal Entity. Basically supposed to be a knockoff to Paranormal Activity 3. We have Boogeyman, very good one. Hatchet, that I watched that recently. That was very good. I mean, when I watch it, I think more like Friday the 13th, which is basically about this guy named Victor Crowley who lives in the swamp, and he was born like, it's hard to explain. Not mentally challenged, but it's hard to explain. But it has to do with these kids that keep picking on him. One day there was these kids. They wanted to do a prank on him, and they threw firecrackers at his house, and the house got on fire. Victor Crowley tried to do everything he can to get out of the house, and he was by the door, and his father came home, and he got an axe and tried to break the door down, but accidentally killed Victor Crowley, and now Victor Crowley's going around killing people. The first one was real good. Second one, that second one was gorier than the first one. Part 3 I didn't really care for. Alright, so then we got Panic Room, which that has what's her name? Kristen Stewart, which she played on in the Twilight series as Bella, I believe. Alright. Next one is Urban Legends Bloody Mary. I mean, I actually did like that. I mean, I know, even though it's not like the other two, I really did like that. I mean, I really did. Next one is My Bloody Valentine 3D. I really loved how they, it was different. I just wish that they did sequels to the original. I just wish they did, like, 5 or 7 sequels or something, then do the remakes, but they never did, so oh well, I guess. It's already too late now, they already did the remake. And the last one is Mirrors, which is about the people that's stuck in the mirrors, and the mirrors make you do stuff to kill you. Alright, and that was my top 25 favorite 2000 horror films. Wow, this is the longest video I ever did. 29 minutes. Well, anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and Labor Day's in 2 days, so have a nice holiday weekend, which that's when I go back to school on Tuesday, so yeah, the summer went goddamn fast, it really did. Alright, I better get off because I don't know, 30 minutes is all I could do, so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, Thanks for watching. See ya.